That's what I be trying to tell them. Yo. What up, Shmi and Dust? What up, y'all? If you're new, welcome. If you're turning, what up? Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. Go check out that track I'm on. Description below. But here we go. Another react video. Zombie apocalypse science. I believe a zombie apocalypse can happen. I was talking to myself or whatever, but I think it can happen. But there's a lot of stuff that goes into it. Let's get into what they say. Just.
History is full of stories of demons and other unworldly creatures coming into our world and wreaking havoc on society. But what does science have to say about zombies? Are these ferocious freaks plausible or scientifically accurate in any way? Should we be preparing for a zombie apocalypse? Well, it depends on what type of zombie we're talking about. Dying and coming back from the dead? Not so likely. But a virus that induces zombie-like qualities of rage and the incessant need to eat human flesh? Hypothetically, yes. The main factor involved is finding a virus specific to the brain areas for these symptoms while leaving other areas intact. Viruses can enter the body and affect cells in many ways, but we're going to focus on the neurons. Neurons are some of the longest cells and can transport molecules and proteins across the entire body. Many viruses, such as rabies, take advantage of something called retrograde axonal transport to travel from their entry point to where they want to be. In the case of rabies, the virus can enter anywhere and slowly make its way to your brain or central nervous system. The farther it starts physically from your brain, the longer it will take to get there, sometimes years. But once it's there, it's generally too late. Many viruses follow a similar system, with the only difference being which neurons they're specific to. This zombie virus would have to use specific neurons to affect particular parts of the brain to induce a zombie state without damaging the entire brain. Sound unlikely? Well, it just so happens that the olfactory nerve, which is in your nose and used for scent, leads directly to some areas of the brain that could cause zombified effects and would leave other areas of the brain intact. Specifically, it leads to the ventromedial hypothalamus, which tells you you're full, the amygdala, which controls emotion and memory, and the frontal cortex, responsible for problem solving, morality, and inhibiting impulsive action. Essentially, transmission of a virus through the olfactory nerve could create super hungry, aggressive, brain-dead beings that can't recognize family and friends or control their own actions other than to feed. Sounds kind of like a zombie. So while the picture of a rotting or invincible zombie may be less than likely, with the right virus nerve specificity, a form of zombies could be possible. Will you be ready? Got a burning question you?
Got a burning question? I was sitting there thinking, because I was finna just end this video, and someone's just like, Josh, just say what you were saying when you was talking to yourself. I was like, alright. But I was saying, as you seen in the video, it was basically saying, if a virus was created, they creating these viruses, people. Everything that affects us is being created. This stuff isn't coming from nowhere. It's being created, man. And I try not to go with this with AIDS and HIV. What do you think? That stuff. How was it not around in the 1800s when everybody was having unprotected sex? Like, come on, man. Come on, there wasn't no condoms back then, son. Or even we could jump to the 1930s. There wasn't no condoms back then. Well, probably I don't know how far condoms go back, but people probably figured out a way to wrap it or whatever. You know how that is. But still. So where did it come from? Ebola. How Ebola just popped up and now it's gone? Oh, no one talks about it now. Ebola. Like, come on, man. This stuff is being created in front of our eyes, and then they try to blame whatever they want to give the blame to. They give the blame to. Remember, control the media, control the mind. In a couple years, even YouTube will be controlled. Trust me. Watch what I say. YouTube will be controlled too. Videos like this will be taken down, and they'll be pushed away. There's something called a deep net. You can feel free to Google it. Anything that's on there, but I'm pretty sure even the government knows what's going on there too. They just letting what goes on accordingly or whatever. But I mean, even if we know it's being created, what are we gonna do to stop it, right? What are we gonna do about racism? What are we gonna do about, people in poverty? What are we gonna do? What can we do? What are we willing to do? What are we willing to sacrifice? What are we willing to stand for? The real question is, what are we willing to die for? Because if you're not willing to die for nothing, there's no point in standing for it. Because eventually someone will say, hey, stop standing for that, I kill you, or I have you killed. And then at that point, are you saying, am I willing to die for this, or am I just, what? I got a family, I got investments, I got things I still want to do with my life. And That's why a lot of stuff doesn't get done, because a lot of people isn't willing to die and stand up. Like, it's sad. Like, you'll see so many people speak on a situation and they be like, oh, I knew that wasn't real and I knew that was fake. And I'm like, why you didn't say nothing when it was happening? You worse than the people who record someone getting their butt whooped and then put it on World Star because you sat back like, I knew that was wrong, but I got bills. F your bills, man. Stand up for something. Be somebody who stands up for something. I'll say this now, and I know I'm jumping off the cliff right now, but I'm willing to die for what I stand for. I am. I just quit my job because I wasn't willing to take her BS. No one has to agree with me. Oh, you quit your job. You got no money. Ugh. That's fine. That is fine. I'm not finna be treated any old type of way. And a lot of 9-to-5ers, or even everybody, a lot of people just are treated, allow people to treat them a type of way because they feel like I gotta suck it up because I need this. I got bills, I got kids, which is true. Don't get me wrong. Responsibilities is responsibilities. But when you know it's time to walk away, walk away. When you know there's something else you can fall back on, walk away. Now, if there's nothing else you can do, I get it. But if you got that opportunity to walk away, don't sell out to yourself. You're not selling out to the world or selling out to the kids or selling out to black people or whatever you believe in. You're selling out to yourself and what you believe in, what you said you would never do when you was 11, what you believed in when you was 16, what you thought about when you was 19, all those goals and those dreams and those plans you had of changing the world in your own particular way. We all started off as good people, and then we realized this world was corrupted and realized there's nothing we could do but need this money, need these cars, and need this flashy stuff, and need this and that. We all have needs and wants and blah 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 blah. I get it, but what's the point of all of that if you don't stand for nothing? What's the point of it? Die for something. Die for something. Don't just whiz off into a retirement home. That means nothing to nobody. You didn't change the world. You just lived in it. Whatever, man. I just know I'm willing to die for what I believe in. I already feel like I know I'm going to be killed and assassinated. That's fine. I'm willing to go that far because I'm not going to shut up and I'm not just going to back down because I'm threatened or someone's willing to torture. I'm scared of torture, though. I'm not going to lie. But, you know what I'm saying? Because sometimes people need to see that sacrifice. Like right now, we believe in God and Jesus because Jesus allowed himself to go through that. If Jesus didn't sacrifice himself, we probably wouldn't believe in God. It'd be like, God, yeah, but he up there in this whatever, just looking down on us. He perfect, we not. And Jesus said, you know what? I come down now. And I show you that I take all the brutality. I be put on World Star, put it in our terms. I be put on World Star and get decked in the middle of a McDonald's and everybody watch me get my butt whooped or whatever. Cause that's what happened. That's what happened to him. Until this day, everybody knows the name of Jesus. We don't know the name of all those other religions, but we know Jesus. And everybody calls out Jesus' name, even if they're playing around or they say I don't believe in God later or whatever. Call Jesus' name. So that was just my little rant. Hope I didn't offend nobody or scare nobody or make somebody feel some type of way. But then again, it just needs to be said. This is just how I feel. I know what I believe in. Stand up for something, man. Be scared of what? Just like right now, right? It's 2016. Everyone like, yeah, man, we should be thankful we seen another year. For what? Why? I ain't next to be here, so I'm not gonna be happy to be here. I'm not saying I'm not happy to be here. I'm not gonna go commit suicide. That's how you go to hell. I'm not trying to go to hell, but I don't care about being here. I'm trying to hurry up and get to heaven. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I am. But if you're watching this, you're crazy too. Be crazy with me. So be crazy. Be crazy. Be crazy. Be crazy. All right. I feel good saying that. I'm gonna watch this video. I got a zombie apocalypse. I gotta write this down so I remember. Alright, your boy Dust finna go and check out that track. I'm on the description below. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. 2 fingers to the side. Dust.